Hello, 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 guys.
Hi
Welcome to
guys.
Long Story Short, the podcast. My name is B. Maurice.
I'm the overly sexy Dede. We are back, guys.
Guys, we're back.
Took a little hiatus. We had some adulting things to do, some
Mm-hmm.
life by life things to happening. So we took a little break. So we apologize, but we are back and
Back.
better than ever.
Amen.
So as always, thank you guys for all your love and support. Please like, subscribe on YouTube. We will have another platform as well for you guys later on. We're working on that whole thing now, but for now, YouTube will be our best bet and whatnot. So we're gonna go back to our roots of how we started this beautiful platform that we are on right now, but our Bravo
Amen.
Sundays, and discuss the three-part reunion for Atlanta Housewives, which was a great reunion, if I must say so myself.
She was epic. She was epic.
Yes, she did a good job. I was very pleased because the season was not that well, but the reunion made up for it. So I'll give it that. So yes. But of course, we gotta start off with our number one, our first thing, which is the fashion. This reunion.
Get into it.
Let me just say this, as a collective, and I say this a lot, but as a collective and individually, these girls did look really, really good. There's certain
They
things
ate.
you see that you be like, ugh, but for the most part, they looked really, really good. I'm proud that they really came together and did their thing. People were coming at them crazy about their fashion or about the theme, I guess, or whatnot. But I think they really came out and they really gave a lot to this and whatnot. I mean, we could first start off with Miss Phaedra Parks. I love this look for her. I think it was great. If her body musically, amazingly, her hair, better than last year. I'll say that. It was a mess last year. She pulled through this year and she gave me what I wanted. So I am applauding her for her efforts in that.
Same. She was number two dressed for me. She looked
Number two.
amazing.
Yes. I would give her top four. She may
Mm-hmm.
move up
Mm-hmm.
as we get to the end of this, but right now top four, yes. And stuff. So who was next on your list that you want to discuss?
Drew looked amazing
She did.
until I got to the hair.
Yes.
This is not
Unfortunately.
2004, and baby, I did not do it again. So
Yes, I thought she looked good. She did look good, but I didn't like the hair. I thought the hair was a lot. It was too much. It was too
crimping
much
is
hair, and it was just
so over with.
the was it waves or whatever she had. I didn't like that.
Crimps.
It was just a
Who
lot.
still has a crimping iron?
I didn't know we had those still, but I guess that's what we do have. So I mean,
Drew
okay,
does. Drew does. Now
clearly,
this, I don't like.
right, right. But she did look good overall. One of her best reunion looks that she has had, minus the hair. So
Um,
hopefully next
that's
season she'll
saying a
have
lot,
the whole
baby.
full
Mm,
thing for her or whatnot.
mm.
But moving on to Miss Angela Oakley, I thought she looked really, really good. The dress, the hair, the shoes, her boobs sat real nicely on her. I think she did a great job in that. I don't think she tried too hard. The right amount of skin, I thought she looked amazing. The makeup, yes.
Wholeheartedly agree. There was a lot going on with the dress, but everything made sense. It made
Yeah, I
sense.
must do that.
And it made her look effortless, which is hard to do. So shout
Yes,
out to her.
she did it. I'm good for her. I'm glad for her. She did a good job.
Hmm. Yikes.
Miss,
Cynthia.
you go, you go, you go.
Cynthia.
This lady, I don't. This
The
lady,
collective
this
sigh that we just had should be documented.
she was my best dress. I'm gonna just put it out there now. And this is the thing: when we first got the looks, Brandon B. Maurice and I was like, "No, Cynthia, what are you doing?" Because Bravo, I think on purpose they put the unflattering pictures up, but when the girls put their own pictures up, Miss Thing had a whole freaking photo shoot in New York,
Eight.
all of it,
Eight.
no crumbs at
Ate
all.
it up.
Like it was beautiful. She looked really, really good. I mean, I Cynthia always looks good at reunion. She either looks really, really good or she looks plain, but she never looks bad. And
Okay.
this time she looked really, really good. So I'm proud of her. Hair, outfit, shoes. Can't go on black. The silver was a pop. And yes, Miss Model did a very good job. Next on the list.
Cynthia was the first person I
Oh,
actually looked at and actually adored her hair. Her
Yes.
hair, to me, I could not stop staring at it. I don't know if it was the hair and the ear cuff combination. She ate. I understand what she was trying to do. I
Hmm.
understand what she did. It wasn't a good sitting outfit, but she looked good.
Kudos to Miss Bailey.
Porsha, Porsha,
That's your
Porsha.
girl.
Porsha is my girl. And to me, she got best dressed. There was the whole debacle between her with the BET Awards, the dress not working out. So she had to choose green. They were in the same week. The dress was already being made. It was already going to be green. She ate.
Yes.
Hair, ate. Makeup, ate. Dress, ate. Volume, ate. She didn't go hungry that day. Best dressed.
The hair was a little bit much for me. It was a lot of hair. I will say there's a lot. It was a lot of hair. A lot of hair. I mean, she has to get her brand out there, so I'm all for it. For brand. But
Mm-hmm.
I would have to agree. Like literally, her and Cynthia it is back and forth with them with for best dress. They just gave they did it. Another one better than last year's because I hated that metallic look with the other thing that was horrible. I hated it. And
I
Portia usually looks
loved
good to
it.
me. So I'm glad that she changed it up this year and gave me what I wanted. So yes, to
Okay.
Miss thing. Moving on to Miss K Michelle, which I thought was very chic, sleek. She brought back the red hair. Now we all know when the red hair comes out, the claws come out. With K
Would you
Michelle,
put her in the top or would you put her in the bottom?
she's not in the bottom, but there's 9 girls, and I would definitely put her in the position. I want to say top four, top five, top five.
Okay.
As of right now,
Okay.
that may change by the end of by the end of this. By the end of this,
When
it
is it
always
going to
does.
change?
I don't know, but
Tomorrow?
I see when I look at them all together.
Okay.
But I thought she did a good. I thought it was a really good look. It was very chic. It was very simple, but not simple to where it looks like plain. You know what I mean? I loved her hair with the actual look. I don't know if she was going for the Poison Ivy look. Poison Ivy did the red hair and the green outfit. But she looked really, really good.
Mm.
I thought she looked great. I'm just gonna, that's my girl. So I don't ever think she does wrong, but he does. But that's just me. So I guess Brandon could tell what he did not like about her look.
Prom. Kelly, I love K Michelle. It gave prom. Junior. Kelly.
Oh wait, he always can't be this like nice period. That's just all the negative thing in
I
this.
have
But
nice things to say. They just don't come up yet.
yes, but yes,
Kelly had a great color. You can do anything with black, and she did everything with black.
yes, she did.
Every school, every design school has like that freshman that starts out and they just start making anything. That's who Kelly went to. Do I appreciate the thought process that went behind that? Absolutely.
Mhm.
Do I like the execution? Not necessarily. Can I see her panties? I can. Was I enthused? No. But I see where her mind or where the designer's mind could have gone. Next.
Well, I didn't get my opinion.
Oh, I'm
Damn.
so sorry.
Unlike
Kelly
my
pisses me off so
counterpart,
bad. I'm so sorry.
unlike my co-host, I actually like this look on Kelly. A big improvement from last year. Again,
What
I
did
don't know
she
what
have on
was
last year?
a mess.
That yellow thing,
Yes, fringes everywhere. It was a mess.
19
I like the
decisions.
beating. I like the beating. I like the back part of the beating. I like her hair with the outfit. I updo with this dress due to the beating in the back was the best choice for her. I do not think she should have done a down look, so I love that. I loved her how her simple her shoes was. She gave me, and do you realize? I don't know if you realize, but her and Phaedra's top dress looks the same. They have the same like their boob action looks the same. Like they're wearing like they're
Okay.
strapless, like that. They
Hmm.
gave the same thing in that element. But I thought she did really well. I didn't think that she did bad. I mean, like I said, she did better. She did horrible last year, so I didn't expect to know what to expect this year. But she did good to
Terrible
me. Oh, or not. So I enjoyed it.
standard.
I liked it. But next on our list, we have to go to Miss Sheamea Morton, and I love this look. I don't know why I love this look though. I keep thinking about why I love this look, but I love this look. I love her hair up with this look. I do not like the finger wave or the baby hair thing. That drives me insane with anybody. So that part I didn't like, but I love the actual dress itself on her. I think she looks great in gold. She did gold last year as well. So I think she looks great in gold. It's good for her complexion. I thought she looked absolutely amazing. Oh boy.
I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it. Her hair was terrible. Every time she tried to attack Portia, that back piece just kept falling. It was like 2 weeks pasted back and forth. I didn't really care for it, but the look itself was conceptually beautiful. You can
Yeah,
tell she had the money to do it. The
of
execution
course.
was amazing. The hair, 0 out of 10. Next. Pinky,
She
pinky,
looks good.
pinky.
She looks good. She looks good. Overall, she looks good. Moving
She
on.
made pinky. I like the look for a conceptual, what is a housewife supposed to look like when they're rich and just moseying around the house. Because it's 2026, she ended up in my last category. It wasn't bad, but it was stereotypically, what does a housewife wear around the house when she's being sexy and waiting for her husband to come home that makes all the money? And of course, she's so
Congrats.
congrats to her. She looked good for what she could do.
I like the look. I like the look. I liked her neck, her necklace. I like that her hair
Mm,
was is her hair silver or is it gold? Is her hair blonde?
silver.
Yes.
It was like
I love her
silvery.
hair with it. So I mean, she made sure she didn't do too much. Like I said, she is giving rich housewife in the house, wait for your husband to come home look. But overall, I think she did good. You know, I like I said, the girls really did look good this season. Everyone had a good moment. No one looked bad at all and stuff. Who would be your top four if you had to choose?
Porsha, Phaedra, Porsha, Phaedra.
Yeah, do for not two before.
Um,
Pick two more.
Shemea's look tanked for me because of her hair. And hair, I think a lot of people don't conceptualize the entire look. K. Michelle's did not make my Okay, Porsha, Phaedra, Cynthia, and I'm about to say the whole left couch.
Well, yeah, yeah.
And Angela.
This is a rare moment, you guys, but I will have to agree with my co-host. I would
Oh
have
my
to
God,
agree with
where
my
is my
co-host. I did say that. I did say the top four was going to be Cynthia, Phaedra, Portia, and Angela. I did say top five was going to be K Michelle. I did say that. So my top five is that. And again, this is not saying that anyone looked bad. It's just saying that these were the best looks of the reunion. So they all put the
agreed?
effort into it. But those top four, they deserve what they got. So congrats to them on getting to have those beautiful moments on the reunion. Now for the shadiness
Congrats.
of it all.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Okay. So, we had a three-part reunion. We waited to the last minute on purpose because every time we watched the reunion, the next reunion looked good. So we couldn't. We didn't want to
Hmm.
keep. We didn't want to do two and then have to do one. So we said we're gonna wait till the last reunion is over and then go for it. But I will honestly say that this was one of the best reunions that they have ever had. I think for all series, the past few years has not been the best. So I think this is the best one we had for the past few years. And if you disagree, then say it. But I feel that way. I do feel like this year, K Michelle and Pinky's freshman year was absolutely great. It ended great. And, even my co host always has something negative to say about K Michelle. I will have to agree with him again that she started off really strong and then she miled out with the whole craziness with the plots and all that stuff, but she redeemed herself
Hmm.
at the end of the season into the reunion, and I think she did a very, very good job. She took accountability, which that doesn't happen in the first
Ever,
accountability. She
ever.
apologized, she threw shade, and then she was like, hey, this is what it is. She people will look at K Michelle and say she's going to be a problem. She's this. She's this. And I think this was the year that hopefully, people saw a different side of her, especially at the end of her saying, "Hey, I know I messed up. I know I was wrong. I know those are my feelings. I said the outsiders or whatnot." But I feel like she came back and said, "You know what? I'm gonna just kick butt and be great and do what I do." And she did. She came in this reunion being shady, being funny. I was cracking up the whole time. So I thought she did amazing her first season as a housewife, and I hopefully next season will be even better. No thoughts?
Should we move on or should I add my K Michelle? K Michelle to me was an internet gangster. And I think two things can be true at the same time. We got to see her on Love and Hip Hop, where she was a ghetto ratchet mess that's shaking the table. And then we got to see her relax in her housewife state because she was not married on Love and Hip Hop, number one. And number two, that Zeus-like network perpetuates just mess. And I think that people's people's thought process when it comes to K Michelle was like, shit, here we go. And
Right.
she kind of turned it into something beautiful. Now, when she got home and those fingers started going on Twitter, it got a little messy.
Mm-mm.
But taking accountability and apologizing and talking about how she wanted to get in front of the story was heartfelt. And I believed every word that she said when she wanted to get with the girl group. So bravo
Yes.
to her. No notes. I
She
can't
did
wait
say,
to see her next season.
yeah, she did say she was live tweeting, meaning I guess when it was filming, she would go through it and she would tweet it right away
Right.
instead of her waiting for the show to tweet stuff. So that's why we got all that action between her and Portia before the season even started, because, or her and Drew as well, because she was live tweeting as it was happening. And she owned it. She said,
Hmm.
I live tweet. And it was like, and like, you gotta stop doing that. Just let it flow, let it go. And then, once the show comes out, then
Let
you
it
could do all the
flow.
tweeting you want. But don't do, you're doing too much. And she owned it. So I loved about her. You know,
Amen.
as far as Pinky, I thought Pinky had a great first year too. I'm sorry. He didn't like her in the beginning or thought she was annoying, whatever. But I thought Pinky was amazing. I thought she was good. She had a storyline. I know people were over the whole bankruptcy situation or whatnot, but I thought that her and her husband had a great relationship, a great moment. They showed their inner outs, their ups, their downs, everything, their kids. Like she did a good job with showing the season. Now, do I want to hear about this next season? No. Okay, let this be a one and done thing. Hopefully next season you're in a better place with everything to where we ain't gotta hear the word bankruptcy ever again or whatnot. But yes, I do think she had a great first season, unlike my co-host.
No, I don't know where you're getting this from. I actually enjoyed Pinky's season. I like that she bought family. I like that she bought engagement. I like that she bought a job. I like that she was personable. I don't really necessarily like the fact that she's selling those radioactive burgers. I don't like the fact that she came after Phaedra with such a, you know how there are people in life that just can't take any criticism? I feel like Pinky was that in the reunion. She was not receptive to anything that Phaedra was saying.
Regarding the
She
bankruptcy, right?
just came off like she didn't really care about the thoughts of the viewer. And
Yes.
bitch, that's why you're on TV. You should be caring about what we think. Number one. Number two, congratulations on your pregnancy. You looked amazing. You
Did
had a great season. You can actually read,
very well.
which makes it quite interesting to watch. I really enjoyed it. Her reunion performance was a little less flattering than her season to
Mhm.
me. But I do appreciate what she brings to the show. I'm tired of the word bankruptcy. Please find something else to talk about. Her husband was absolutely annoyed in every scene that he was in
Yes.
because they must shoot for 26 hours at a time.
I do feel I do because she's produced, like she's been the producer for a while. That's where her
Hmm.
background is. She was the Morris producer and stuff like that. So I think maybe she had her mind a little bit about the whole she was doing producing herself, and it failed
Mm,
her in a way. I feel like I do feel like the reunion she didn't really give the best performance she could have gotten. I do think that she's also in a place where she's like, I don't really want to argue with her right now because I am pregnant and I don't want to be
that's
stressed.
why you're there, and your hormones should be telling you to fight those bitches.
Well, yes. But she's also someone who owns up to her stuff. And she also likes to nip it in the butt right away, rather let it linger for weeks and weeks at a time. So I definitely like her and
That's a
Phaedra
good
got over
point.
their hump. No sorry was given. But they got to a place where it wasn't like they're gonna go into the season arguing, at least.
Okay.
I think they have some unfinished business, of course, but I don't feel like it was something that was going to be is going to linger too much longer than a lot of the other beefs that happen on the show. I think they have to just get over that little hump they have because they have a misunderstanding about what they feel, how they feel with each other, whatever. But I don't think it's going to be something that's going to last as long as other beefs do on these housewife shows, especially with
I
this
did
bankruptcy
not.
thing.
I just didn't care for the Pinky versus Phaedra thing. Like,
Yeah,
It went too far. I didn't like it. Just apologize and move on. Like, I don't know. Next.
She was in her mind. She was in her mind. But we love her. Well, I love her. But yes, kudos to her. Hopefully, season 17, she comes swinging that bat towards some heads. But
Hopefully she has
congrats
a
to both
head
of the
of hair.
freshman girls on their first season on Housewives of Atlanta. It's hard to do great your
It
first season.
really is. It really is. And
So
we were
for the
just having this conversation about Angela and Pink
Mhm.
Kelly.
Yes. So it's good that we had two back-to-back good performances from new Housewives. We won't name the other one,
Agreed.
but she's no longer there. But yes. Anyways, moving on.
Who was the other one?
She's no longer on the show, so she don't matter. The one thing I can actually appreciate from Housewife is a read.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say this, Atlanta has some of the best reads of any of the Housewife franchises.
They're
They come
black.
ready.
They're black.
Well, that is part of it.
And
We're
Ashley does
crafty
not
in
count
that
for
way.
being
We have
black.
that. We have those moments we can do. We don't get startled all the time, or whatnot. But one of the young ladies that I feel like always she comes back. She don't always swing crazy, but she always swings. Sometimes she does. She does hit. Is Miss Kelly. Let me just say this: when she got to it with Angela on that couch, and she said, and I quote, "I had a husband for 11 years and didn't need to get pregnant to have one. Play with somebody else, ho, not me." When I tell you Angela was stuck, that's the first time I've seen Angela stuck on a read or something come from any of them on that couch. She was stuck for a moment. She came back. She rebutted, but she was completely stuck. And the fact that Kelly was able to do that was great. And then her also saying, of course, my husband remember marrying me, basically because your man said he didn't remember marrying you or when he married you. So
That was a read.
she gathered Angela down. And I have to give Angela her kudos because she single-handedly by herself got into it everyone on the left side of the couch, and she did not back down not one time. Not one instance did she back down. She got to it every one of them, and she held her own. To me, she held her own against some of the best on that. Well, not some of the best on that couch, but some of the best in general. I'll say of Housewives of Atlanta. But she handled herself very well. No slouch for my girl. With no backup as that at that. She didn't need people to chime in on her, Angela and Drew. But I love you.
Kelly did a good job. She had no choice. She has no money. Those pearls were evident of it. Her voice is annoying. It made every read hard to listen to. I will commend her. She did what Sheamea could not. She actually defended herself.
Yes.
So for that and her misproportions, I will give a kudo and maybe a hat off. Her voice is annoying though. Every time she wants to read, she just goes into that higher octave that just really irritates the shit out of me.
She does.
And it's like, please
I will say
shut
that.
up. I appreciate what she brought to the show. I really enjoyed her first season. She was like a breath of fresh air. However, being in the place that I am in my life, I understand where that comes from. And so for that, I'll give her grace,
Yes.
even though she annoyed the hell out of me. Her reads were good, and I understand fighting for your life. So with that being said, bravo, Kelly.
This is the first. He does not give Kelly props on this show. So I'm very happy he finally gave her props. At least a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. A little bit. But moving on.
Sheamea. Let's just give Sheamea her whole... Let's just go into it. Sheamea's expectations? Here. Sheamea's deliverance? Not on camera. We don't have time to pussyfoot around here. Sheamea got into it with every single person. And I was talking to my co-host like we usually do, because we're actually friends, unlike Sheamea and Kelly. What I will say about Sheamea is the reason why she's not successful. Number one, she's dating this African man from Kenya. We know how Africans are. Stay the fuck home. I'm making enough money for you to stay the hell home.
Right.
I don't want cameras in my house. The first day they filmed, he left. Love. Went to school with the Africans. Love them. The problem with Sheamea, and listen to me good when I say this. The reason why she's not successful is because she cannot read. She cannot read with anybody. And because she comes with, I'm just going to be very frank, I don't know how else to be. She's one of those bitches that wanted to be famous and not rich. Because she's rich, but she wanted to be famous.
Hmm.
Girl, you have everything that the housewife journal tells you to have. You have the house, the money, the cars, the this, the boobs, the ass, this, flat stomach, pretty face. You should probably stick to short hair because long hair ages you. But like, you have everything that like housewives strive to be. The reason why you're not successful is because people pick on, even in natural selection, people pick on the thing that's the weakest. You
Yes.
cannot read. You lay down. When dogs are submissive to other dogs, they lay down and show their belly and do this. And that's what Sheamea has been doing all season. She's been backpedaling, lying, confused, dazed, and she cannot read. People's expectations based on what Sheamea had, and she's been on the season. She's been on Housewives for like 16 years as a friend, 8, maybe.
8, yes. Because it came in
It's
season 5.
too long for you to still be doing the dumbest shit. Your house has its own zip code. Let me
Hmm.
say that again. Your house has its own zip code. You don't need this show,
Right.
and you're not good at it. I don't know what the gays are doing in your lifetime, but Kenya teamed up with the right gays. Maybe you should hire them because Kenya's no longer on the show.
You know, I I was one of those ones who had high hopes for Kenya. Look at you, brought her up. Who had high hopes for Sheamea, because we did see her as a friend of the show. And I do also feel like sometimes when you have a friend that come on the show after being a friend for so long, it just doesn't work. Because within her first, she came in season 5. So with those 10 years she's on the show, we knew about everything about you. You're married, your husband, your kids, your business, your this, your that. So when you got on the show, we had nothing to learn about you besides your issues with Portia and with the other girls of the group or whatnot. So I think it was like too late to really invest in time into you because now we know who you are already. We've been invested in you as a friend to the show. So becoming a friend, actual housewife, did not work in her favor because we knew you. So all you had to do, all she was doing, I guess, was the drama stuff, and that's tired. We love drama. Yes, we love drama, but she has so much other things going on that she could have focused on, like your kids, your IVF journey, all that stuff, and we didn't get that. We didn't get that. We didn't really sink into that. You know what I mean? And I feel like we could have really, really had that moment with you to go, hey, okay, you're relatable. We see this. We understand. We got this. We needed more from her. Will I be as harsh as my co-host? No. But I do feel like she just came into this kind of quick and kind of too late. And now it's at a point where it's like, can we see another season with her as a housewife? I'm not too sure, especially where she's at with her former best friend.
Speaking of former best friend, let's just get straight into it. We had a conversation today earlier, and let me preface this by saying when Candace and Giselle from Potomac had their thing, it was cringy to watch and it was difficult, I'm sure, to film. We are now running into that problem. Porsha and Sheamea's timeline when it lapsed was like such a heartfelt thing to witness because we were there for the ride. We were there when Porsha chased that bitch down in the alley. We were there when Sheamea was about to get thrown off of Kenya's boat. We are fans. We are watchers, and to watch that crumble is a bit heartbreaking, to be quite frank. However, we are now in territories where there's no longer muddy waters. These bitches hate each other.
Right.
And to watch Sheamea look at that recap with teary eyes and Porsha looking straight, like Porsha knows that the camera's on her. She straight ahead,
She didn't care.
uh,
She checked out.
checked out. We were having a conversation earlier about and shout out to Sheamea because to put your life on camera and to witness things in real life and to congratulate her when the surrogate got pregnant and now to watch the surrogate not come to term is very heartbreaking. I'm not going to put myself in it. But I know the IVF journey. But anyhow, very heartbreaking. But to watch a woman that has been in that space with Sheamea for the longest duration, and
Mhm.
everybody on the stage is like teary-eyed and singing their congratulations, and for Porsha to say nothing except for amen when Phaedra delivered the prayer is
Mhm.
very telling. And I'm not sure how many viewers had been fucking tired. Porsha was tired of that moment.
So the subject of friendship is a very it's not a hard subject. It's a subject that you need to know who your friends are. And I think because these two were friends off the show since they were teenagers, and then now they're not friends on the show because of where it's at. It's very sad. We go watch a show, and like as it's very clear, Portia has had her fair share on the show. She's argued with Kenya Moore several years. She's argued with Candy. She's argued with Nene, Sheree. She's went through it with all the housewives. She even had a physical altercation with Kenya. So, and then we see them bounce back at some point. They're friendly again or friends again or whatever. And the Candy situation was really deep. So for them to get past that is great. The thing I think people seem to soon to forget is this: when you have a best friend or a friend that you know for a very long time, and it gets to a point where we're airing out dirty laundry about our friendship or our mothers or whoever, that you can't step on that. And I think that's where Sheamea messed up with Portia when they had that Scotland thing. Sheamea lit the match and Portia flamed that mother. Like she went off and they went left on both ends. Were they both wrong? Right? No, they're both wrong. They were both wrong. But Sheamea did start it. When your friend that you know for many years targets you like you are just a stranger in the street, it hits harder. So I don't think coming back from this will be something that they can actually do, which means I think there's not room on this show for both of them to be on the show. Because if we, like I said, like my co-host said, when we saw Portia on that couch, she was rolling her eyes. She was just like, okay. She was like, I don't care. She checked out. And we cannot have that going into the next season. As he said, Giselle and Candace had a situation where that was it, and it did not work. It made the season sufferable to watch. So I think at this point in time, it's going to be come a time when they have to say, you know what, we got to give someone their peach, and someone loses their peach or whatnot. But it's very unfortunate that these friends who are friends for years off the show have come to a place where they're now just enemies. And I don't see anywhere going up from this for them. It's very unfortunate for them.
I feel like Sheamea used Pilar as leverage, and it's the very same thing that is the very same caveat that Drew tried to pull last season, led by Sheamea, and
Hmm.
it's not working. If we're not cool, if let's just say me and my co-host, I'm sorry, got into a thing. If we're no longer friends, then we're no longer friends. Bitch, don't mention me at all, and especially an extension of me. And I feel like she did that for a ploy. Portia, say what you want about her. She's a liar. She's dumb. She's ditzy. She's got her body done. Portia has lived a soft life because her family is the epitome of generational wealth. We can Google her grandfather. Her mother owned a franchise of daycares, which is how she got her wealth. Portia has not had to think or wear a hard wig because she wasn't married to a white man. She was married to a football player. So I feel like using her daughter when you know that she don't fuck with you and inviting her to a party that you know she don't fuck with you after she opened her home to you and you didn't invite her to your husband's birthday. And
Yeah.
don't say that your husband doesn't know Portia because y'all have double dated was
Right.
rude, offensive, and it sent a message that you were not prepared to solve. So for that reason, based on what we saw with Potomac, based on how Portia's reaction was with the miscarriage situation, do I think she wanted to cry? Yes. But tears did not come from those eyes because she has had it. And so for that reason, Sheamea needs to go. Focus on the other things that you are mediocrely good at: singing, acting, dancing, because your husband told you not to kiss a man. So that already takes your acting career into D level because
Hmm.
every fucking movie has a sex scene.
Right.
I'm not sure what you want us to do. A lot of people can be rich. And I mean like wealthy rich, generationally wealthy rich. Not everybody can be rich and famous.
Correct.
Stop trying to obtain fame. Portia's got it. Just be rich and sit the hell home. You won't be stressed. Be much happier. I think Sheamea should lose her peach. The show will not flourish with bitches that hate each other. If I
It won't
actually
work.
truly hate a bitch, I don't want to see
We
that bitch
can't.
on scene.
Right. She come to my house or my events. So yes. Unfortunately, this is the third time this today that I had to agree with my co-host, which does not happen often. But yes, Bravo's not letting Portia go. So that just leaves letting
Especially gay Portia.
this right. So that just leaves, unfortunately, Sheamea has to go. And it's
She gotta go.
unfortunate. But yes, we'll let you guys discuss that part on your own. But, you know, who would be your best who was your best your top four for the season, including the reunion? That you feel did a good job in the reunion, good job in the season. They brought, they deserve their peach next season. Your top four.
You go first. I gotta think about this. You go first.
Okay,
I'm scared.
of course, my girl Kay is number one on my list. Yes, she did great. I'm gonna definitely say Pinky as well, Angela as well, and Kelly. And let me just say this: everyone's like, "Oh, how can you say Kelly? You're not, I don't say Portia. I didn't say Phaedra." Those four gave storylines. And I think what Housewives is missing now is the actual storylines of what they're going through outside of the drama with the girls. We didn't see a lot of that with the other castmates. I mean, excluding Angela, because we didn't see from her either. But those three that I named, Pinky, Kenya, I mean, sorry, oh my gosh, Pinky, K. Michelle, and Kelly, they gave storyline. We got insight to them. If we didn't get the storyline we got from Kelly, we would not have felt the way we felt about Kelly. Because as we said, all we see her is be in a place where she's in a good place. She's in a bad place. If we just saw
Hmm.
that, her just lashing out, her just doing whatever, we would never understood why she was going through what she was going through. So I think it's very important to have a storyline because it shows who you are as a person and as a housewife. So those four, I would definitely give my peaches to for next season, or not. How? What do you say? Because I know you have some. You probably disagree with me for a few of those.
Okay, I'm just gonna go in order. Phaedra can leave the show. I love Phaedra down. She's fulfilled her purpose. She can go. Drew, I don't care. Angie could actually take her own show. Phenomenal job. Were the reads rehearsed?
Some of them,
Absolutely. So was Phaedra's.
yes,
And Phaedra made gold with
hers.
$10 to get. Cool. Cynthia was the glue. We cannot lose Cynthia because the
Mm,
other bitches are clueless. Portia, do I think she should be the showrunner? No. Did she do a phenomenal job of showing luxury and gorgeousness and BBL body? Absolutely. K. Michelle, I think will have a better season the next time because she's been vetted in. She knows not to be an internet warrior and she knows to trust the fucking process, which is what TikTok shows us every day. Kelly, she held her own. The Tom Ford shirt didn't land. The standard with Carlos King definitely didn't land because I'm sure she changed stylist. I can do a Google search in the comments below. Cool. Sheamea cannot read, and for that reason, she can go because she's like, it's like a bitch that just learned how to tread water, and now she's in the ocean. It just
yes,
doesn't work. You need to, if you gonna get in the ocean, bitch, you better get in the ocean. Okay?
correct.
If you're ready to fight the bully, you better know how to fight. She
Right.
cannot. And, and Pinky, fabulous first season. Congratulations on everything. Don't let me hear the word bankruptcy ever again.
I didn't say. Only reason why I didn't say Cynthia because she was a friend to the show. We know she
Mm,
wants to be a friend of the show. She doesn't want to be a peach holder. She likes coming in and out when she
she did
can, and
that,
that's it.
done that.
And I'm sure that check is looking real lovely. You know what I mean? I mean, when you
She's
come
what,
in
over
as a
13
friend to the
years?
show and your ass moves to the second chair, clearly you're doing what you need to be done.
And if I'm not mistaken, she stayed until the end. of the
She
reunion
came in season part two, but normally friends come in like part two and leave by the end of
and
part two.
leave.
She stayed
And
to the end
she
of the
stayed
show.
until the end. Yeah.
Yes. So clearly
Shout out to
she's not
you.
going anywhere. They love
Check is
cheekbones.
hot,
So
baby. Check
she's
is
staying
hot.
there. And she's fine being a friend to the show. She's like, I'm good with that. Give me my check. I'll go home to my man. That's
And
it.
baby, let me tell you something. I've never seen Cynthia riled up about a room. That bitch was riled up about a room. And Sheamea
They
hugging
pissed
people
her
like, girl,
off.
sit down.
They pissed her
Especially
off.
because you gotta like pass Porsha. It was weird to me. And the back
Yes.
part of Shemea's hair was really pissing me off.
I
That
get
is
into hair.
worst dress. Just the back of those two wigs fused together irritated my spirit. Can't unsee it. I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, should we give like a final rating or are we done with this?
I'm gonna give this see, I'm gonna give this season, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna be a little uppity. I'm gonna give them an 8.
Not you.
Yes.
8 out of 10?
I'm giving it 8 out of 10. I do
Okay.
feel it brought us for a small part of the show, it brought us back to the old Atlanta. Do I like the seating arrangement at the reunion? No. Do I like that there was like team A, team B throughout the season? No. But I do feel like the majority of the season was more of a sisterhood moment, which we didn't see in Atlanta for a long time, especially after last year's debacle. So I do feel like that was what it was. And then also the reunion gave them that extra boost that said, okay, you guys can do it. Just do this during the season. Give us this stuff
Wow.
for the season. So I will give them an 8 out of 10 for this season. How about yourself?
I will wholeheartedly actually agree. 8 out of 10. I keep referencing this Portia, I'm sorry, this Candace and Giselle thing. Filming doesn't work when you actually hate a bitch. And being a real person, if you see a bitch in a space that you occupy, now you're grander. Because bitch, I'm not leaving. But it just doesn't work on camera
Yes.
because you have to be at events together. And to see an emotional moment for Sheamea and Porsha not say anything until Phaedra prayed, and to watch the puppy dog eyes that Sheamea has towards Porsha. She misses that friendship because she's certainly not getting it with Kelly, and her faking it for herself is kind of heartbreaking. The only way the show will flourish is if Sheamea is no longer on it. And I think that Sheamea, and this is not me being a Sheamea hater, Sheamea has endured a lot during the season. She couldn't read. She just learned how to swim, and she's treading in the ocean, and it doesn't work in the ocean when the waters are troubled. Blame yourselves. Anywho, listen, guys. I want to thank you. It's been a long journey. I love my co-host. This
I'll be
is Long
back.
Story Short. This is the podcast. Amen. My
Amen.
name, of course, is B. Maurice.
I'm the old with sexy Dede.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is Good Night.
Good night, guys. See you next time.